How important is breaking the fast, so to speak, right? You get it. And what else do you need to be aware of? For more, let's bring in a lead dietitian from Nourish with Karina. Karina Savage, great to have you with us. So Kellogg's aside, I mean, there's still lots of studies pointing at the importance of breakfast. Why is that such a big deal?
Well, breaking that fast overnight is important because overnight when we're sleeping, our carbohydrate stores get diminished, and in the morning it's good to replenish those stores. The reason being our brain utilises those carbohydrate stores as its primary fuel source. So there's a lot of studies linking having breakfast and brain function, so improved learning, concentration, focus, even memory.
Okay. They've done studies on school kids. So they found that although a healthy breakfast boosted their motivation and their achievement, an unhealthy one was actually as bad as having none at all. That's quite telling, isn't it?
It was really interesting. So they looked at about 650 teenage students in Sydney across 5 schools, and they scored their breakfast according to healthy, unhealthy or none at all. And then they ranked their levels of motivation that morning and then an academic result on a test. And they found that those that had the healthy breakfast had much higher levels of motivation and therefore did much better than those that had an unhealthy breakfast or no breakfast at all. So it was really interesting to see the big difference between the unhealthy and the healthy. And the unhealthy breakfasts were closer to those that had no breakfast at all.
Right.
It's really
It's
interesting.
really interesting. The other thing too, portion sizes have increased. We always talk about that. Dinner plates have gotten bigger, etc. Is there ever a time where skipping breakfast is okay?
So there is a group that may benefit from having that longer fasting overnight. So for overweight or obese people that are trying to lose weight, some of those may benefit from having that longer fasting period because it's good for weight loss and better blood sugar level control. So having said that, there are some groups that will still not cope too well with having that big long break and then will tend to eat more junk food late morning and have poorer appetite control over the day. So it's best to talk to your doctor or a dietitian about what approach is best for you. But there is definitely a group that will benefit from having that longer fasting. It's called intermittent fasting overnight.
Right.
Yeah, because a lot of people say, I just can't eat in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do? They just stick with what they feel?
Yes, but I think it's also important to make sure that when you do eat, you eat something wholesome, because when you don't eat first thing, then you tend to gravitate towards something that's higher in sugar or high in fat when you are really hungry and you haven't organised anything. So as long as you have something prepared that is healthy, then that's the key, because we need the whole grain carbohydrate, we need the protein, the healthy fats, and that's really, I guess, where people can slip up if they don't have anything for breakfast.
Okay, keep it healthy. Nice one. Thanks, Karina.